This program is without a doubt the most impactful part of my entire workflow. The reason I am able to post videos all the time so efficiently at a high quality is because this program is the backbone of the entire process. And that program is Ecamm Live, which is more than just a live streaming software. It's also a video production software. I use it to multi-stream. I use it to record. I use it to do workshops. I use it to be a guest on people's podcasts. I use it to create podcasts. I use it to host workshops. I use it for Zoom calls. It's everything. It's everything. I use it as a mirror sometimes just to put on my makeup because the lighting's really nice here. And yes, I am an affiliate for Ecamm Live, but I am also a paying customer, will continue to be a paying customer because I want to keep investing in a tool that provides so much for me, my business, and my creativity. Like it's the best. And if you are just getting started, this is the best way to start content creation for beginners if you want your content to look professional but still effortless. Honestly, it is a big part of why I was able to jump from a part-time content creator to a full-time content creator. It's my entire business. It's my entire job. It's my entire thing. And 90% of my videos are filmed using this program. And I will tell you, it is the kind of program that you can use and you can do the most. You can really deck something out to make it as fancy as you want. Honestly, I use it pretty simply, but it is a Mac-only program. Oh, and is it so good? It's so good. It is so good. If you've never seen me before, my name is Marielou, and I am a content creator that wants you to also be a content creator if that's what you want to do. My goal is to help make creator tools more accessible no matter what level you're at. And this one is my favorite. I'm going to show you how I use it to live stream onto YouTube, how to live stream onto TikTok, how to multi-stream, how to make vertical and horizontal videos, and more. It's a lot. It does a lot. You're in for a treat. We are going to jump into a little feature that is called live demo mode, so you can actually see what Ecamm looks like. This is the whole program. All these little windows that are on the side do different things. You do not have to have them all open. I really suggest as you're moving your way through this, you want to close them all and then you just go one at a time. They're also customizable, so you can move things everywhere. Right now, I have 3 monitors. I typically take this one and I put it on the teleprompter so I can see myself, make sure I'm in frame with the camera right behind it. It makes things pretty nice, pretty cool, pretty awesome. One of the best ways to think about using Ecamm is that you can build multiple scenes that kind of work like slides in a presentation. So if you've ever built a slide deck, conceptually it's kind of like that, even though it is so much more, but you can map out your entire show and have seamless transitions between scene to scene. You can have multiple cameras. This is the same camera that I set up in 2 different ways, but like this could be different cameras. You have so many transition options. My favorite being live motion, which is this like fun moving around transition. It's my favorite. And I tell you, you do this in a meeting, people's minds are blown. I've secured clients specifically because I was able to make my presentation look real snazzy. And they're like, how are you doing that? Like, let me send you a tutorial. When I first started using the program, the thing that really changed the game for me was being able to see my sound levels on my screen. That was the big thing that was different than just putting up the camera and pointing at me and pressing record. I can usually figure out that I was in the frame, but I so many times made videos, but I did not know if the audio was recording or not because it was on the other side of the camera and I couldn't see it. This allows me to plug my microphone right into the computer and I can see that the levels are moving, so I know the audio is recording. My camera is also plugged in to the computer, so I'm not recording to an SD card. This is going to save directly to the computer. And you can do that whether you are live streaming or just recording. You can record while you're live streaming, or you can live stream just by itself. You can live stream to multiple places. You can record all your cameras separately. You can have all your audio sources come in separately. There's a lot of things that you can do. Again, remember, it's one of these things that you can really, really do the most. You don't necessarily need to do the most. You just need to do what you need. And then it makes it so good. Let me show you how to build a scene. I have already a bunch of scenes that I've built that I kind of use on repeat. So this is my template profile that if you want, you can have it and then you can just drop it into your eCam and you can just use it that way. But I want us to start with building a blank scene. So we can push this plus sign over here. This is the scenes builder window, or we can go to scene and I can go to new empty scene. And we're going to start with it being blank. So now we have truly a clean canvas with, we can do whatever ever we want on here. But ideally, we do want to have some view of us, right? Because your face is so pretty. So right here, we can choose if we want to do a camera, we want to do a screen share, or we're going to add a video file. Let's add a camera. That's us. Hello. Now, as you can see, my desk has a lot going on right now, and I want to crop it in and make it a little bit cleaner. I don't mind if you see, because this is what the life of a creator looks like. But what we can do is in camera effects, which is this magic wand button here that you can click on, digital zoom and pan. I use this so much. And then, oh my gosh, you would never know. I know when we started this video, you're like, wow, she is in the cleanest studio ever. Gotcha. Also from here, you can do green screen if you wanted to. You can adjust your picture settings if you needed to, maybe bump up the temperature or the brightness. You can add a LUT if you know what a LUT is, kind of like a color filter, like yes and no, but you can add those. So that's a little more advanced. If you need to know about that, comment and we'll talk about it. You can mirror. So if you happen to be filming and what do I want to have? I need something with the word on it. So if you're filming and your footage for some reason is coming in backwards, right? You can flip it around. So right now the word is correct where you can read it on this nail polish. But if it was incorrect for some reason, I could mirror it, right? So this is wrong, this is right. Or maybe you just want to see your face both ways. Some people like to see themselves mirrored. I like to see it the way it's going to go out to the world. And I do think that is the better way to go. You practice it, you're going to get really good at it. Like at the beginning, it might be hard, but I prefer that because I know what they see is what I see. I know what you see here is what you see as well. You can also rotate your camera if you need to. This was a huge thing when vertical video started to get big because I was actually turning my camera on its side as opposed to cropping in. So I would turn my camera on its side and then I would rotate the camera so it would fill the whole screen because the camera would be on its side. But since then, we've had a lot of good upgrades because vertical video is so popular. If you go up to options, go to vertical safe zone, you get these little gray areas that show you these are going to be cut off if you're in a vertical or if you need to like edit the footage later. You just want to make sure it looks nice within this window. So if I were going to repurpose this one, I would maybe still zoom out just a little more like so. And then I would just move that out of the way, right? So then I'm not so close, right? If you are like this, which doesn't look bad with full screen, right? It's not so bad. But if I were to want to repurpose this and also cut it, my face is taking up the whole screen and I just don't like that look. I just don't like that look. So having that is a really helpful tool, especially if you're the type that wants to multi-stream. I will often stream my regular full horizontal live stream to YouTube, and then I will also multi-stream using eCam to Instagram, which does cut it in. And that just helps me make sure I know what everybody's seeing. Now, another thing that's fun when you are live streaming, you can get your comments and pop them up on the screen. Then you can move them around. And all the elements that you can add in, you can move them around. You can change the colors. So if I was doing this as a multi-stream, I would want to make sure that comment shows up here, right? Like that. And then they disappear automatically. You could always bring them back up if you need to. And it's just the best. It is a little like surprise and delight when people who don't know that they're watching a live stream that can pull up their comments and their comments pull up and you're acknowledging them. And it's like so good. It's so good for community building. So back to building our scene. Let's turn off our vertical safe zone, even though that's like one of my favorite tools. With this one here, this is our overlays. We can add all sorts of things. You can add images. right? This image is a AI image that I created of my cat Gizmo for Video Creator Club. And you can resize it. You can move it around. We can even change the perspective. So if we want to have it kind of sit at an angle, and we can also put a little shadow on it like so. And then I would move me over here. And now look, we look like we're reporting on the news. Today on Marielou's news channel, Gizmo is the cutest. That's Gizmo. She's my cat. She's on my channel a lot. You'll see her. You can also do the same thing with videos as well. So if you have a video you need to bring in and showcase, you can do that. You can have the audio come in or you can have the audio not come in. Totally up to you. Now, the other thing that's really useful is adding text. So in our overlays window, when you press the text builder, you will get this window and we can make our text. We can change the font. You can change the colors. You can do a lot with it. You can do shadow effects. We can change the background. You can change the colors, like all the things. You can do all the things, right? And we can put that up here and we can set it in the corner. I also like to use this sometimes for building out thumbnails. Not my top choice for doing that, but like you absolutely can. Like, look, this could be a thumbnail, right? Maybe I should use it more. I mean, that does look pretty cool. Now, also, we can have these extra elements fly in with a transition, right? So let's have this one fly in from the bottom, okay? So if we're over here and then we go to this one, whoa, 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 right? So much you can do. Not that you need to do all of it, but you can if you want to. Now, something a lot of people are concerned about is stream quality. You can make your video in whatever stream quality you want, whatever recording quality you want, match it up with your camera, and then you'll go to options, get your stream size. You can go all the way up to 4K if you want. I go to really high, which is 1440, which is like, it's more than 1080, but like not quite as big as 4K. Just, I don't know. Because you can also change the shape of the stream or the recording. So if you are only recording vertical, you can put it in tall and then you don't have to worry about cropping it later. It just is already there. It already looks great. I do that all the time. When I need to just pop through a bunch of short form videos, I set it in tall mode, set up my scene to look nice, make sure she's framed good, and then just have at it. Now, another thing that I use a lot is doing a screen share. So what you see here is my screen, second screen, editing on Premiere. And I'm a little bubble here. I can move it over here. I can change the shape of it. It doesn't have to be a circle. And then I can be working, right? And you can see what I'm doing. Cable that came in the box. This and is what I can even have you hear what is coming from my screen if I have it set up that way. I do this for live streams all the time. I've been live streaming my editing setup, edit with me, just so people can see what's going on. And I wasn't able to do that as easy or seamlessly or as nice as I have been able to with eCam. It just makes things so good. Now, you can see there's a lot that we can do in here, a lot we can customize, but I do want to make sure you see this one, Zoom integration. You can host your meetings within Zoom. You can join meetings through eCam. You can start meetings through eCam. And then all of these fancy things that I was just showing you will be your camera feed in the Zoom call. And then people are just so delighted. Cut to another camera. You can share your screen. You can put up videos. You can put up text. You can be making things on the fly. Like you can do all of this from your desktop computer, from your laptop computer. You don't even need to have all the fancy other things. You could just do this from a laptop computer with the camera and the microphone attached to it. That's like built in. But it is nice if you plug in the camera and plug in the microphone. Just makes it a little nice. It makes it look a little prettier. So I mentioned I do use this for streaming to various platforms, which you can see in destinations. You can set up anything that has a stream key, and you can also go directly to some destinations as well. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and as a recent development, TikTok Live Studio for Mac, which we've been waiting for so long. And currently for TikTok Live, what I've been doing is using my eCam feed as a virtual camera and then choosing that as the input, as opposed to eCam streaming to TikTok. I'm using eCam as a camera feed, including all of my fancy stuff, into TikTok Live Studio, and then going out from there. Like, it works really well. I'm saying it's great. And you can still do vertical or landscape. You can make all sorts of choices. If you happen to be podcast recorder, right? Recording with guests, multiple people, multiple cameras. You want to record all your cameras separately. You can actually set it to record a different file for each of your camera feeds. If you're someone who wants to edit it all later, you can also record isolated audio tracks, which means once you have finished your recording or your, live stream, as long as you were recording it, it will save the audio file on its own. And then you can do with that what you will. Well, I'm a video podcast kind of gal. I never really separate my audio from my video because video, guys. A couple of tips for you as you're building out what you want your eCam show to look like. It doesn't even have to be a show. Sometimes I just turn it on. This is what I look like. You guys see me moving stuff around. It's not a big deal. But if you are doing a presentation, you can practice it within eCam. You can record it so you can watch it back. If you are going to do an interview, I really suggest, as always, it doesn't matter what program you're using, that you wear headphones and the person you're talking to wears headphones. It just makes things easier because I do not trust echo cancellation. Like, it does okay, but why risk it? Just put on some headphones. But as you can see, eCam does so much, and I am not kidding you. This is always open on my computer. I am using it every single day, whether I'm working or not. Record a video, live stream, video calls, just to see what I look like. It's the best. And if you want more details on specifically how to get your live stream into YouTube, or how to get your live stream to Instagram, how to get your live stream to TikTok, I probably have a video for all of those. So you just let me know. I'll shoot you a link. And if I don't have the video, I will make the video. But if all of this hasn't made the difference for you yet and you just want to give it a try, you can go to marielumandel.com/eCam and have a trial. Have a little trial. Have a little trial run. But no matter what you do, I want you to take your steps towards becoming a content creator. Because if you're watching this, I know you're thinking about it. So you might as well just do it. And if you're going to do it, you might as well look good. See you on the internet.